Good day. Good day. I am Sue Pickering. And I'm here to do a reading. We are going to talk about what direction you need to go in for your success. Okay. And I am going to do a spread today. So we are going to see what this is coming up for energy and what direction. Woo, that was quick. Cleansing waters and surrendering to the journey. Ooh, can't even speak today. Yeah, I love this. So, I feel like there has been a space here that you have been um, trying to, have everything figured out, trying to be in control. Okay, we are human and we try to make sure everything is lined up and doing what we need, what we feel is right. But they're saying it's time to let go of that. It's time to just listen to your guides. um Start a fresh start, get some like cleanse. When you have been out maybe in your yard working and you're sweating and you need a shower, and after you have a shower you just go, oh, it feels so good, and you have a fresh new day. So that is what they're showing me, is to allow for um to wipe away those old patterns. We are so caught in old patterns. It is stopping us from creating. They're showing me that when you can start this new journey of flow and um, having this fresh start, your destination is so close. Okay. Now I'm going to go into um, the spread here. That was just the cards to start off for the spread. So what is the situation now? I feel like there is a space, okay, in your head here. The Five of Swords and the Two of Cups, okay? There's something here that with the purification, with having to see, feel, hear, know to do things differently. And what's stopping you is you're in your head about it. It's like, yeah, but, or you're just trying to be in control of the situation is what they're saying. You're trying to, um, your mind is saying, no, do it this way. And your feelings and your heart are saying, no, do it this way. So then we bounce back and forth. Should I do it this way? Should I not? Yeah, but we have all of that ego that comes in and stops us in our tracks or keeps us safe where we are. We don't take any risks. They're saying take some risks. They're saying really be connected to what your heart is saying. Be connected to what feels right, that emotional space where you have this feeling that it feels good, or your intuition is saying step left, not right, because you've always done it to the right. And if you go left, you don't know if you're going to have control of how this is going to end up. That is where we find the joy, is when we allow it to end up how it needs to end up. And more often than not, I'm going to say, I can't say always, but that it turns out better than what you ever imagined. It is when you get to that space and you find that rhythm and that cleansing space. As you move forward each and every time after that, you will realize that, hey, wait a minute, I don't need to have this all figured out. Surrender is hard because you have to be vulnerable in not knowing if something is going to work out. If you put your heart into it, your whole heart, and this is your passion, then there is no failure. There is no failure. We have been taught about failure. We have been taught, like, we have been ingrained, what if, right? Um, that is just energy. That is emotion. That is, it's not reality. And yeah, it's a space for you to let go of control. It has been coming up. Control has been coming up the last 3 or 4. Well, maybe it's been a few more days than that. The last 5 or 6 days, it has been really showing up in all my readings, and it's been a while since that has shown up so strongly. And yeah, it's time to follow the path of lighting the way of of where you want to go, and really trusting in your own abilities. When we pull ourselves out of, when we're in control, we pull ourselves out of our own abilities, in knowing that we can trust ourselves to figure it out. We can trust ourselves and know that we can and will push through something to get that result. Okay, it takes, when we're in control, it takes us out of um our own potential. Okay, now the challenge, holding yourself back. You're the only one that does that. The 9 of Wands, it's like she's standing there, she just has to step over the fence. Like, you're the only one that holds yourself back. It's like you're in a position where you carry so much weight on your back to get things done, and you don't know how to let it go now. It's like when we um never ask for help, but now we don't, now we want it, now we don't know how to ask for it because we've never done it before. So this is what they're showing me, that is what is your challenge right now, is letting go of some of the um things that don't matter, some of the things that, what if I do let this go, what are the options, what can happen, and surrendering and being in allowance. Okay. Woo! The challenge, the Empress came out reversed. So there's something here that you are, okay, it's all about flow. It's all about being in flow, listening to your intuition, uh, allowing your intuition to be first and foremost rather than your mind. We often hear our intuition, but our mind tells us something different more often than not. But being in a space where you get that information right quick and you stay in it. Um, it's no different than, here's an example. You you're you get this information in that says bring a coat, and you look outside and you go, well, it's sunny out, why am I going to bring my coat, right? But your intuition is saying bring your coat, but why? Like, it's sunny out. And then you leave, and then all of a sudden it starts raining. So we tend to not listen to our intuition in what it is telling us. Our intuition is quiet. Uh, our intuition comes in really quick. Our intuition isn't going to scream it over and over and over again. It tells you once. I was going to a market, and it was an away market, so I had to pack for a few days. And my intuition said, bring an extra shirt. And I actually fought with my intuition. I actually told it, no, I don't need to pack another shirt. And I was talking to myself. And then I left my closet. And then I went back in for something else. And my intuition said, grab another shirt. And again, I'm like, that is crazy. I don't need to pack extra clothes. Anyway, I got there in the second, and I went to go put my first shirt on, and there was a stain on it somehow. I don't know how that happened because I did wash my shirt, and I had to go shopping. So yeah, and that is just part of what we do, and we tend to shove it away or justify that it's not what you need. Okay, so your challenge now is to really listen to that intuition, that first knowing that you have, that first emotional hit. It could be, I call it, whatever that might be for you. Okay. The Six of Cups came out. Again, I think this came out a couple days ago. Um, this is about, you know, thinking back of how you used to be or how you used to do things. That has come up again uh, in today's reading. Thing Your energy is shifted. When you used to do it a certain way, you weren't who you were today. So why are you doing it the same way? You've grown, you've changed. So really knowing that, moving forward, listening to your stronger intuition will allow for so much more to come out. Another challenge is you in your head. Okay, that constant battle in your mind that is trying to justify that, um, things should be a certain way or you should do it a certain way because that's how I feel it should be done, because I need to be in control. There's something there that for you to let go of. Okay, be vulnerable, surrender to it, and know that it's not what is required right now for you to find that success. Okay, now we're moving into your focus. Okay, your focus is your passion. Focus on your passion. What makes you do what you do? What feeds you? What lights you up? What movement? This is a fast moving night, okay? um, Moving forward into, why wouldn't you want to have that intuition that lights you up every single time you make a decision, and knowing that because I'm following it, it's only going to be positive outcome to get to that space. So really focusing on that forward movement with your passion in where you're going and where you want to take your business, or your life, however that works for you, right? Um, just they're saying taking some time by going inward, really focusing on, um, you, focusing on listening to a deeper, um, listening to a deeper awareness. Okay, but moving forward, slowing down to listen, but moving forward with that information. When we slow down, we go farther than what, um, we could ever imagine. It's like being busy, 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 and I have too much to do. But if you slow down and take a break, you will realize that when you start again, you're going to get twice as much of the things done than what you had before, would have had before. So really paying attention to that, and, being more in flow, being more where spirit or your intuition is leading you forward in a more positive way. Because if we're moving, moving, moving and not even paying attention, we are wasting a lot of time, because we're not listening to better ways of doing things. Maybe we're not listening to, a shortcut that could possibly help you, or things like that. We miss those things when we are not paying attention and we are too deep in what we are trying to be in control of. Okay, recent past, I feel like, um, this is what's behind you. So I feel like there's a space here that you've already planted the roots. You have already done the hard work, um, in order to for whatever you are doing for your business, that is creating the success. You've done all the hard work. You've planted the seeds. You've nurtured. You've done all the things. You've started building. So they're saying, why are you holding yourself back from all of that hard work in allowing it to be and become its full potential? There is something here for you to realize that you have planted those seeds and you have built something with a bigger structure than you ever have before. Okay, what are the possibilities? Okay, I'm going to pull. I got the lovers here for the possibilities, and I want to pull one more with that card. There is the possibilities is a passion of a partnership for your business, and oh, look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Um, Definitely so much here for potential, the legacy, building something that is so strong and stable, knowing that it is a connection to your passion, connection to source, connection to you in all of your abilities to have something that could become so big and they're saying monstrous. That's kind of a different word, but monstrous, right? It's so big. It is beyond what you could ever fathom. And why not be able to surrender to something that could be something so big in for your future, for your family's future, for, partnership in you and your business, partnership with you and your higher self, your soul, all of those things. Okay, so what is coming for the near future? There we go. Okay, look at this, the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. um Definitely where you are going to be able to um you are going to be able to, they're saying, have have so much in front of you that you get to choose what you have. It's like having planting a garden and all of the seeds growing, and you get to choose which vegetable, rather than only having one seed or two seeds grow and you only have carrots or potatoes. Okay, they're showing me that you're going to have all of the things, but you have to make sure that you are coming from a space of, cleansing, um, being in more in flow. Okay, this is a huge 2026 is so much more about being in flow, the energy for people's success. Okay, they're showing me when you can work, it's like they're saying it's a fine oiled machine when you can work with your intuition, your guides, your higher self, your soul, all your mind, body, soul, and spirit, all in one. And it's all in tune. It's all, that cleansing feeling when you could just feel like, I feel so good. I can take on the world again. And they're just showing me when all of that is together, working together, wow, the outcome is so big. We can notice that when things aren't working right, there's something off balance. And for you to go back into this balance of when everything is working, um in your favor, right? And you are balanced. It's like sometimes it's easy to manifest and other times it's not, right? It's because you're not in balance. So be in a space where you are really in balance. That's why it's important to step back and cleanse and, have that freshness to be able to really listen again to your intuition. We all need resets. We all need it. We all need it at times. We are human. We are not, um, I am not balanced all of the time. I do my hardest at, or try my hardest at keeping that balance and knowing the things that I need to do to become balanced again. But we all go through it. Okay. So really, recognizing when you are not in balance and do that cleansing fresh start as often as possible. Okay. Okay. We have what power now for you in your, ooh, that's way too many. There's like a 3 piles there. What power for you to sit in? What is your power? What message do you have for us for this spread? There we go. Oh, this is one of the cards that there was piles that flipped over. This was on the top of the one, and I'm like, oh, I should probably take that. And here it is. I love this. Um, your power is listening to your higher self. This is the high priestess, opening your eyes to all possibilities, even when you want to be in control. Connection to something that is bigger than you. When you stay connected, and when I said, take a step back and balance, this is it. This is what's going to bring you to that next level in your business. And it is something that is really big, and you are going to see an easier path. Like I said in a couple days ago, once you let go of control, it's when you have the most control. And knowing that your connection, they're telling me for some of you to really connect to the moon cycles. Right now it is a full moon. We're coming off of that full moon. And to know that those energies, work with them, and you will be able to strive even farther. Okay, this full moon has I had to step back and just quiet my mind, because the energy was like crazy. And it told me I needed to step back. So I do. I cut back where I need to cut back. I worry about the things that I didn't do will get done another day. I don't worry about it, but I just say, you know what? I can't worry about it. It'll get done another day. If my, things didn't get done, I will do 2 times as more tomorrow, right? It is just how that works. When we can really listen and fine tune where our energy is in space, we can realize that it's like a reset. It's like having that shower after you've been sweating all day, and you just feel so much better. That is important. You're like, I mean, if you work a 9 to 5, you still have to go to work probably, right? But it is a space for you to realize that working with those energies of the moon, for some of you, you may be a water sign, or you're, if you're a Cancer, the moon rules you. That is me. The moon rules me, and I know when the moon is shifting, and I know what I need to do in order to stay connected with myself, my business, all of the things. Okay, so really knowing that that is a big something that is in your corner for you to stay in power, in control, but out of control. Okay. The next is your environment that's going to help you possibly. Okay. The Magician. This is about you being and doing and creating the magic that is going to bring you to that 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Where do you need to see your own magic? When you are, like I said earlier in the reading, when you are in control, you are taking away your magic. You are taking yourself out of a space where you can create more in your life, where you can see your potential, because you're not believing in yourself enough if you are trying to be in control and do things a certain way. Because if something shifts and changes, you're going to be in a space where you have to discover what you need to do in order for it to work out. And it pushes you into different avenues. It's like when you struggle for money, right? What do you need to do? It pushes you into maybe teaching a course, or, hosting something that is going to bring in money. It allows you to create something that you otherwise maybe would not have. Okay. So being in your power, being in your magic, is very, very important as you move forward for your success. Okay. Okay, your hopes or your fears, what is coming up here for you? I'm feeling like if you let go of control, what is it that you are going to be worried about? Oh my goodness. You're going to be worried that the tower comes down if you are not in control. This is like living on shaking ground all of the time. It's like, I'm not saying you're a ticking time bomb, but if you're not in control, it is a space where it feels like you are going to lose all of the control. That isn't the case, right? Because you're going to come out on top. Your hopes and fears are the worry that if you don't let go of the control, that things are going to fall apart. But indeed, you're going to be victorious. You're going to be seen. You're going to shine, and being more in flow is going to bring you that. Uh, and in letting go of control. Okay, looking at things, this came out reversed, it kind of flipped around, but the hanged man, you know, letting go of control and looking at things in a different aspect, in a different way than what you ever would have before, is um a certainty to allow yourself to shine in a brighter way, for spirit to show you that you are more than what you give yourself credit for. Okay, that is huge, that is huge. Okay, what is the outcome? Woo. Okay, the outcome, look at this, the hierophant, higher awareness, higher knowledge, connection, being the teacher of others, being the leader for others, um, learning the path, being in a space of joy. Being is a space to be in, and when we are being, and we are in our full potential, there, life is just, everything around you is more joy. Your inner world is more joy. Your outer world is more joy. And I think joy is one of the highest vibrations, along with love and gratitude. There is something here for you to see that the outcome is much bigger and better than what you imagined, when you can surrender to the things that you can't control. Okay, or surrendering to being in control, and having that reset that you need to recalibrate and balance yourself out, to stand in your passions, to stand in what you believe in, and really know that you have the capability of that success, even when you're not in control. And you will find that, it, for letting go of control, if you want, you can contact me, and I can give you some ideas of how to let go of control. Or actually, I shouldn't just give that away, I should coach that away. I have a tendency to do that. But yeah, if you are looking for help with that, contact me and we will make a coaching appointment. And um, you will see that you can shift some things, and things will become with more ease for you. And who doesn't want more ease, right? Please do like, share, and subscribe. If you want your own reading in your own energy, please contact me. Everything is in the description. And I thank you for being here, and have a magical day. Much love.